I wasn't here one day when the committee met, which was quite unfortunate, but I was in Guinea-Bissau for the election. I participated in the election, and I left 2 days after the election. As rightly stated by Baba, the election was peaceful. The election was held on the 23rd of November. In the ECOWAS situation room, we have received almost all of the results from all 9 regions of Guinea-Bissau. We have also received almost all of the results from the diaspora groups. And we already had an idea of what was obtained. Yes, the United Electoral Commission did not have results, but we already had an idea of what was obtained. We then agreed with the head of ECOWAS missions, Mr. Baba Camara, a veteran security expert for the Republic of Ghana, former President Goodluck Jonathan, who headed the West African Elders Forum, and the former president of Pabia, that we should meet with stakeholders and urge them to accept the election outcome, whatever the outcome was. The member president Balo, and in his presence was 2 of his military guards in that meeting, and they agreed that they would respect the outcome. They met with Mr. Costa. He also agreed that he would accept the outcome. As they drove to the Electoral Commission had assured us that they had received all of the results from the region. As they drove them for similar meeting to ensure them that they had received the guarantee from the stakeholders and that they should go ahead and be free to accept the result, they were stopped by the military. And while discussing the entry, there was gunfire. They ran back to the hotel, and President Bali began to call. He called President Jonathan, he called the President of the ECOWAS Commission, he called international newscasts to announce that he was arrested and there was a coup in his country. We found that very strange that you were the president, sitting president. The election result is about to be announced, and you are announcing a coup and that you are arrested for your hidden habits. Airspace was closed, and then a few days later, thanks to the president of Portugal, President Edwin of Ouattara, and President Bola Tinubu, they were very instrumental in putting some pressure on the military to open the airspace to get President Goodluck Jonathan, Dr. Edwin Chambers, former president of the ECOWAS Commission, and others out. Mr. Baba Camara said he was still with the observers. There were still 116 observers on the ground. A few days later, the military began to appoint the cabinet. The finance minister of Mr. Mbalo was the campaign manager for Mr. Mbalo during the campaign. He was the first person that was appointed by the military as prime minister and finance minister of the military government. He was the finance minister, he was the campaign manager, the military coup against the president, and his campaign manager is now the prime minister. And the story goes on. President Maraville, chair of the Territorial ECOWAS Head of State Government, flew to Guinea-Bissau to have a discussion with the military. We do not have findings from that meeting yet, but one of the pressure that was asked to put on the military was that we should allow the Election Commission to announce the result of the election. Yesterday morning at 11, the Electoral Commission went to the office, flanked by armed men, and announced the word that all the results were destroyed, all the computers were destroyed, so they could not announce the results. Yesterday morning at 6:30, I was on the telephone with one of our colleagues here in his metro when he informed me that a member of the ECOWAS Parliament was on his way to Abuja for session, and he was arrested by the military and accused of being a member of the opposition. Honorable Yasmetro passport, his ECOWAS message passport was seized to him. Fortunately, they allowed him to leave this country. Madam Speaker, I speak on this matter with a very heavy heart, and it pains us in our region. I can say to you, Madam Speaker, in this body, that what happened in Guinea-Bissau was not a military coup. I have no reason to believe that it was a military coup. Yes, the Electoral Commission did not announce the result, but every observer that went to Guinea-Bissau, including my telephone and Pabia, that I will share with you, we have all of the results that have returned to the Election Commission. I will share with you. Still, there are 9 regions. As the result goes to the collation center, is counted, is stamped, and is released. I have all of my questions. Every international body that went to Guinea-Bissau was happy of what happened in Guinea-Bissau. It's unfortunate. There's a big test for everyone. It's a big test for everyone. I don't know how to do it, I don't know how to turn it, but it's also a shame. And if ECOWAS cannot redeem itself from this major legal embarrassment, I don't know how we're going to do it. The saddest thing that happened, Madam Speaker, before I take my seat, the only beneficiary of the coup in Guinea-Bissau is Mr. Mbalo himself. He's the only one who has benefited from the coup. Opposition leaders have been arrested. Mr. Mbalo was taken from his presidential palace, escorted to the airport by the very military, put in a private jet, and sent off to Sibi. But he was caught and arrested. But members of the opposition, the main opposition leader, Dominion, they celebrated in the election because that they were all arrested by the military. Our fellow ECOWAS parliamentarian have been arrested. So how can this be a military coup when the military only arresting the opposition? And Mr. Mbalo and members of his cabinet are benefiting from what we call the coup. I will close my mouth to tell you, as chairman of the Committee on Political Affairs, Peace, Security, and African Union mechanism of the ECOWAS Parliament, I can stand here on both and tell you that it was not a coup. It was orchestrated by Mr. Mbalo, and ECOWAS was encouraged to know where Mr. Mbalo is, putting under pressure to correct the situation in this country. But I'm told he's in contact. He's in contact with the military, he's in contact with some members from this parliament here today. He's still in contact with me. What happened in inside is not fair, was not cool, and this parliament should condemn him to the highest level as for me. Thank you.